Okay, so I seem to be getting my voice back a little bit. So I got my greenish mold rubber in, and I'm trying to work out the best way to sell this so that it's the most effective for you guys in making molds. So what I did is, this has kind of a plasticky, it's not really a paper on it, but it's like a plastic. And so when I cut it, it stays in here. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is selling it, and it'll come maybe with a little extra. And so for just a standard 3/4 inch mold, what we're going to do is powder that, and then we'll powder the inside of the mold frame. We'll set that down. Make sure your hands are clean. We take this, we peel that back. We can peel off a slice, and then we stretch out the edges here, just like that. And then on one side we talc, and we put that side down, and then we grab another piece. What's great about this mold rubber here is that it's nice and malleable, and that'll work great for pieces that are bigger or that have intricate areas where it needs to get up inside. So this piece here doesn't get the talc, and that goes in, and then we take the brass cone and the brass rod, we fit that through there. There's a hole right here. So that fits in like that, just like that, and it goes down. Then we take our piece, we can talc the piece, and that will fit right up against that cone and get pushed in. Now I'm going to push it in all the way because I want the parting line where the two pieces are going to separate to be right on the edge of this band, if at all possible. And that will save a lot of the cleanup later on. So let's see here. I think that's about it. Then we have these things here that are called mold locks, and they get pushed in with your thumb. What they do is they make it so that the mold lines up correctly once you have the two halves. So that they're very important to have in here. Sometimes I forget them, and then you end up wasting an entire mold. Then we want to talc this. And all this excess here you can save if you don't use it, because it can be molded together to make another piece of mold rubber. Okay, so now we're going to stretch out the edges again. And this one we're going to talc. Now a person could also make a mold rubber that they cut apart with an X-Acto blade, something like this. But for many of these molds, and especially if you're beginning, this is a much safer way to do it, and it's much easier. So, until you've learned to cut molds, this is definitely the way to go. So we stretch out the edge. We do not talc it. We put it down. We pack it onto the other one and keep it within the inside of the mold frame there. Now, I have my toaster oven on, and in the time it takes me to make this, it will have heated up to the about 350 degrees, 330 to 350. that's needed for this to vulcanize when it's in the toaster oven. And we'll talc this side. We'll talc this right here. We'll put that together. Now this will have to go in the toaster oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. What's really neat about this is I have a small toaster oven, but I could fit 3 of these and make 3 molds at one time, which is great. And if you had a bigger toaster oven, and you know, really, I wouldn't advise it because it's something you cook in, but you could put it in a regular oven. Again, I wouldn't do it, but some people probably might. Then you could probably make 20 at a time. So anyways, that's all there is to this. You want to make sure this is even. And now it's time to go into the toaster oven. Alright, thank you.